Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. If this is your first time watching the channel, this video is going to be a request answered by one of the subscribers. So this is answering a request. Someone asked me, Randy, could you cover STEM? It looks like they're pretty much taking the same path as another stock that I cover. So you're not going to see a lot of detail in this video because it's time sensitive. Tomorrow, August 20th, it's a big date. I went back last night and I reviewed the Q2 earnings call. And let's just start at the beginning, but I'm going to get this one out fast because it is time sensitive. So does STEM have a critical role in sustainable energy storage? Yes, in the short term and even this year, I believe this business is going to 4x in 2021. It's a seasonal business though, and they've only accomplished about 20 million of their revenue, and they spelled this out in their investor presentation, so it's no surprise. Now they did some windows. They said, 5 to 15, 30 to, so on and so forth. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to whip that up on the screen. I'll probably do it right now. There it goes. Okay, so they did these windows of when they were going to accomplish their revenue, but to accomplish 50 to 60% of your revenue in Q4, having to wait for that long, I would just really watch this. And I think in the short term, there's going to be some value buying, not only because of the revenue aspect and their market cap, it's also due to the warrants. Tomorrow, the business plans on exercising their warrants. So this is something that catches people by surprise. 12.8 million warrants outstanding. The company intends to redeem those warrants. So I wanted to say that up front. That's pretty much the time sensitive aspect, and I could go through this video and tell you all the great things that are going to happen with this business, but what I'd rather do is show you why I believe this is going to drop to about $16 and why it's sitting where it's at right now. So here's the chart, and I want you to see this support line right here where it seems to be holding now at about $21.89. And these touch points, there's multiple touch points back here. It looks like for the day it's sitting here, but I expect this has the potential to get down into the $16, $17 range where it might hit this next level of support. Tomorrow, Monday, now of course, if it doesn't continue to decline, but I would just hold to wait. I would wait and hold, watch tomorrow. There could be a huge dip on this. So without going through all the details of the company, if you believe in this company, this could be an incredible opportunity for you to get in tomorrow on a major dip. But what I would tell you is watch this because it could continue to trend down. But as soon as the timing of the infrastructure bill comes through, it's going to be associated with this stock, and some people are willing to pay for future performance. So you just have to keep that in mind. So people are going to be buying that dip on this one. There's no question, but I expect that we're going to start seeing some of these warrants get exercised, and people are starting to get out of their position today, I believe, for a better price tomorrow. So let's go ahead and you know what? That was about 3 minutes. I don't blame you at all if you want to drop right here, but I just want to go through a few other things. So what else did I hear in their Q2 call? 25% growth in the market over the next 10 years, a 1.2 trillion market opportunity for electric power grid is becoming increasingly decentralized. So they're just helping to pull it together. The software margins, which haven't been realized yet, are something that they list purposely on their investor presentation right in the middle so that your eyes lock in on it. They're not there yet, but an 80% margin opportunity, which is linked to software. Pay attention to those software companies because they're not having to buy a bunch of raw materials to build something. The software, you build it and then it goes into the cloud, or it's kept digitally. So huge opportunity there, and they're going to get there. Market demand and speed to market is incredible. Some states have adopted over 52% of this platform and, hardware, software, we'll say. So a 52% adoption for an entire state is a high level of confidence. Market demand, They use channel partners, which I think is very smart and helps them not to have to do a lot of acquisitions, which makes them, able to extend their reach much faster. 450 affiliates, 1,100 professionals. They have this STEM university platform where they're able to get people up to speed. So I think that's really smart. And people are paying attention. Customers are. Corporations like Home Depot and UPS. Now, policy and the regulation front, is there something built in for ITC, acting standalone storage tax credit, American Jobs Plan, clean energy, House Green Act? I think they could do without that, but it looks like there's going to be areas within that policy that are going to benefit them too. But they said during the Q2 call, even without those, that's just icing on the cake. People are adopting this technology already. They talked about global supply chain issues and how they're reviewing supplier scorecards and reviewing contracts on a project by project basis. And it didn't appear to be anything out of the unusual that I heard. This is typical of what companies should be doing, is reviewing supplier performance, but they might have been just a little bit better at articulating global supply chain issues. So they're going to have them just like anybody else. And that's what a little bit concerns me, is having the seasonality and pushing off this revenue towards the end of the year. You're going to see an opportunity to buy. So I would say be patient on this one, especially tomorrow. Now, you might see it quickly move back up as soon as that infrastructure news comes out. But August 20th, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Here it is. I'm going to put it up right here. 12.8 million outstanding warrants. The company intends to redeem those warrants. That's all I got for this video. I'm going to go ahead and get it out to you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.